So first you'll have to be in Cricut Design Space, and it will open up. It's this little C with the antennas. You'll need to sign in. So this is Design Space. It's the program we use with the Cricut. And so down here are all the projects that I've made before. And so when you make something, if you save it, it will save it, hopefully forever. But you can start a new project by going here or up in the corner. And so we have new project. So what we want to do is put in the image that I sent you for the t-shirts. And so I sent it to you in an email, and so you'll download it from that email. And then you go to upload, and then upload image. And then so usually this is the File Explorer here. Usually when you download something, it goes into the downloads folder, but it might go into your pictures or documents if it's for some reason set that way. But mine is in the downloads folder. So I'm going to take it and drag it into this space. So there's the design, and we're going to choose simple, continue. And what we want to do here, first of all, I'm going to zoom out so I can see as much as I can. And so this is a really important step, because right now it really can't tell the difference when it's cutting between the white space and the black space. So we need to get rid of the white space. And at this time, I'm not worried that I want it to be white letters, because it really doesn't. We can print it in whatever color we want, or cut it in whatever color we want. But I do want the background to go. So this little plus button lets you take away any background space. So I just clicked and all the background space there went away, but I still need to go through and get rid of the background space inside the letters, and then don't forget these little circles in the U. And the reason I did it this way, because if you get an image from Etsy, like an SVG, or if you get a PNG, sometimes the image will already have the background erased, but oftentimes, like a JPEG, which is what I sent you, it's not. So I wanted to teach you how to do this. But if you get to this screen and you already have the purple and white squares, that means the background's already there, or if you click on it and nothing happens, it's probably already been taken out. But you have to be careful, because some images will, if you get here and there's gray and white boxes, then that means you probably should not use that image, because it does have a background and it's very complicated, which I know that was a lot. So anyway, okay, so once I'm sure there are no more white blank spaces, or there's no more white in the spaces that I want to be blank, I'm going to go to continue. So this shows me what it will look like if I were to either print it or cut it, and those look good. Like if I went here and I saw white little, like if the B was filled in still, I would go back and fix it, but this looks good. So you can even name it if you want to, but it just keeps that name. And then click Save. Alright, so now I'm going to click on that picture and go Insert Images. And there it is. Okay, so here I have the images on my screen, but as you can see, it's really big. So I'm going to zoom out. And so when I click on it, it tells you exactly how big it is, and I'm really worried about the, I'm not worried, but I'm really looking at the width. So for like an extra large shirt, I'm going to take it down to about 11. You can also come up here and just click 11, enter, and it will automatically change it. So now it's 11. If your shirt is smaller, you can actually measure the shirt and see how wide you want it based on your shirt. And if you have like a V-neck, you might want to look at that. Usually for like a medium or a large, you might want 10 inches. But for a small or extra small, you might want to go down to 9 inches. But I would just grab a ruler and see how wide you want it. Usually about 10 inches is pretty safe for most sizes. So I can make it a little bit bigger. And it actually really doesn't matter where I put it on the screen, because it's not going to necessarily cut it there. But one thing I definitely need to change is right now it's a print and cut. And so that would be like if you printed it on a printer and then put it in the Cricut and cut it, and that's definitely not what we want to do for this project. So for the fill up here, I want to change it to no fill, and now it's just a cut image. So again, I'm going to make sure the width is what I want, that over here it just says cut, and basically now we're ready to cut it. So before I do anything else, I'm going to save it. And now this will always be in that list of projects that you have at the bottom when you open Design Space.